This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
All right, Kyle. First week in the book, just about, with the day off tomorrow. How things going?
Things are going well. Guys are playing together. Guys are stronger. Every day I feel like guys are getting better. Not just getting better physically, but mentally. And that's the biggest thing right now, just going into the count part of the season. That's the longest part and the toughest part. So we got to be our strongest mentally and physically. And I think I see guys just turning it around. The biggest thing, you go into your first week, you always worry about that first day of pass. And once you get to pass on how many guys really want to be out there. And each guy wants to be out there. They're excited. The energy is good. Guys are flying around. Guys are having fun. And so we're building off of it every day.
Coaches have a role of energizing the team when they need it. But how about the accountability of the players themselves? Do you see them policing themselves when it comes to energy standpoint?
Oh, definitely. And one thing about it, it starts with the coaching staff. At the end of the day, we set an example of how we bring energy to practice with the guys, and those guys have done a great job. But when they see us energized and ready, then at the end of the day, they have to match it. They do a great job of wanting to match it because at the end of the day, we can't be down and be sad at practice and tell those guys to go. Everybody has to be on the same page, and that's what makes us tougher together because we're on the same page as the staff and as players. And those guys, once the guy comes off the field, he picks him up, he talks to him, whether you're in or whether you're out. You're getting mental reps or you're in the field getting physical reps. But those guys are bought in, they bring energy every day, and they're excited just like we are.
Is there a set number of linebackers you'd like to be able to play on a given Saturday?
My biggest thing, I want to play as many as I can. If I can play 10, I'll play 10. But right now, just going through camps, just still trying to make sure I get that right number of guys and those right guys. Right now, each one of those guys coming to work, and they're making it tough on me. So it's going to make my job tough for these next 2 weeks, trying to see what guy plays. But right now, every guy's in a position to help us on Saturday.
Who's been standing out so far during practices?
The biggest guys been standing out so far. Of course, you got Solomon Ajayi, who's been standing out. Amari Jenkins, those two guys had good springs. Have led it over to the summer. Our two new guys, Waylon Kozad and Malik Capers, as well, has stood out for young guys, but just guys who's been here, whose names some people may already know, whether it's Remington Green, whether it's Brandon Tillman, Aaron Pierre, guys of that such, Christian Lanius. Every guy in that room has contributed to something, and another sleeper guy who didn't go through the spring with us, who was injured, who's came back this fall camp, is Tyron Dupree. He does a great job, a nice big body who flies around and make plays. So every guy in that room has contributed through this camp.
Most of your packages, I know your base package is 2 linebackers. Are there times we could see more than 2 on the field?
Yeah, we're gonna throw a lot of different things this year. So if you were looking for 2 one time, you may see 4. You know, we're gonna throw a lot of different things at people this year. So we're just trying to find out what fits best for us. But we're ready to do a lot of different things to make people have to go against it.
What's your expectation day by day out of your group?
My biggest thing, my expectation, my guys, first and foremost, they know everything we do is going to be fast and violent. But not only that, but have enthusiasm. Come every day to try to get better the next day, but also come every day and be a leader. My biggest thing is we got to be able to lead in that room. We got to be able to lead and be accountable. I mean, we have a creed to where first thing you do, take things as a pro. Second one, be accountable everything you do. And the third one, be fast and violent. If we follow those 3 things, then as a linebacker core, we'll be one of the top in the nation. But we have to buy into those things and make it happen.
In this defense, what are the responsibilities of the linebackers and what you want to see them do?
It looks like any defense to me, whether it's here, whether it's at USC, for those backers, we have to be the quarterback of the defense. We have to be able to get people lined up front. We have to be able to help in the coverage end on the back end. So we have to be the best of both worlds. But at the end of the day, I put everything on our shoulders. It's going to fall on our back, and we got to be the quarterback of the defense.